Hey everybody, how's it going? Thank you so much for clicking on this video and hanging out with me. Today we are taking some time and I'm doing a little bit of self-care. So things have been super crazy and I posted on Instagram a couple days ago, probably about a week ago, basically saying that I was using this quarantine self-isolation time to really work on practicing different nail skills. And so I went ahead and I invested in the equipment to do at-home gel nails, and I wanted to shoot a video today and show you guys how I do it at home, because I spent under $100 getting all this stuff, and like I got basically anything I could want for quite a long time, and that's like 2 gel manicures. So I feel pretty happy with my purchase after doing my first set of nails, and then I wanted to go ahead and take you guys along today. I'm going to be trying a new polish, a couple new colors, and I'm going to try to do some fun embellishments. So on Amazon you can find so many cute things. I ordered a couple different packs of these little embellishments. So I want to say I paid like just under around $10, and I got 3 different packs of all these little things. So these ones are really pretty. They have like stars and moons. I think this is what I'm going to use today. These are just those little caviar beads. They add a lot of really pretty texture. And then these are some bigger, just like fun shapes as well. I also purchased these rhinestones, which come in a ton of different sizes, and they're like really beautiful. They're more iridescent. They're not just clear rhinestones. These are so pretty. The first manicure I did using this stuff, I put these on and I really liked how they looked. So I've got a couple different sets of polishes. The first one I tried out was this set, and this is like a set of neon nail polishes. So there's a bright red, a hot pink, a neon yellow, which I tried. It is actually neon yellow. A lime green, a bright orange, and like this really beautiful aqua color. So I'm really excited to try like these 3 specifically. Those will definitely be beautiful summer nail colors. And then I got a set that looks like this, and these are some more like pinks, whites, purples, a lot lighter, more pastel-y colors, and that's what we're gonna play with today. So I've got this camera up here that I'm talking to, and then I've got a little camera down here that's gonna be actually filming my nails, and hopefully this works out. I've not tried to do the dual camera setup for any videos, so fingers crossed. Okay, so the very first thing I'm doing is taking the base coat. This one is by Beetles. This one, I can't remember who I saw recommend it in a YouTube video, but I just went ahead and tried it out. So the thing I learned about the base coat is that you want to do super thin layers of this polish, especially on your thumbs, because I just like went in like I would with regular nail polish, and it was not good. I had like a big lump on the side of my thumb, because obviously when you put your hand in a machine, your thumb's not flat, it's, you know, tilted. So a bunch of polish had dripped down to this side and it was a disaster. So we're gonna try and avoid that today. So the little UV lamp that I have, I'll link down below, but I just got it off Amazon. I think it was like 20 bucks. And it's really nice. It did a really good job. It's cute, it's little, it doesn't take up a lot of space in my storage space, so that's good. It has 60-second intervals, 30-second intervals, and then if you don't press a button, it's 99 seconds. I have been finding that the 99 seconds is pretty helpful, because that just makes sure that everything is really cured. The one thing I will say about this is like it definitely takes longer to do, just because you're waiting that 100 seconds in between each coat on each hand. But if you have time and you really enjoy like putting detail into your nails, and you want it to last a little bit longer and be a little more sturdy, then I find this really helpful. I don't mind taking the time. Like today, just poured myself a nice big glass of wine, and we're sitting down and just like enjoying the process. If you have patience and you like self-care, or you need a different creative outlet, then this could be really good for you. I love using like beauty and nails and all that stuff to kind of be my creative outlet. I'm a creative person, but not necessarily artistic, so this kind of stuff really helps me. In high school, I was super into nail art for a little while. Like, I had the dotting tools, I was on Pinterest every week like trying to come up with a new nail design, and I found it really fun. But the thing that's hard with that is that it doesn't dry immediately, and then you put in all this work and it might not last that long, and that stinks. Basically, for like a year straight, I did gel nails and dip nails, and I always had some type of polish on my nails, so it was either gel or dip, and it really took a toll on my nails because I was not the one doing it. So I was going to a salon and I really liked the salon, but I had a different person every time, so they didn't really get to know me, and they would just file my nails so thin. And so I really had to take a break, and I didn't do anything to my nails for probably like 3 or 4 months, and I'm now starting to get back into it, but I realized like I do really like the ability to have something on my nails. I just feel more put together, so that's why I decided to finally invest. And I figure, okay, well, if I'm gonna be home for like 3, 4, 5, I don't know how many weeks, why not give it a try? Okay, so we've got our 2 nail colors. So now that I've done the base, we're going straight into the polish, and what I want to do is I have this pinky shade and like a white shade. So I'm gonna do pink on all the fingers except for the ring finger, and then we're gonna do something special to that one. This is really pretty. It almost looks white, but it's not quite. I love having this color. I just realized, because I was like chit-chatting through that whole thing, I went through without thinking and I didn't put the white on my ring finger. So we're still gonna do something slightly different, but it's got the pink base, and I'm just gonna roll with it because what are you gonna do? So I'm currently applying a 3rd coat to both hands, which might seem like a lot for polish, but I want to make sure, especially with the pastel colors, and I did this with the neons too, I just really like it to look fully covered and like more richly pigmented. I want it to look almost more fake. So that's why I do 3 coats. You could totally just do 2, but it kind of helps everything be a little more smooth. And I forgot again that I was gonna do something different on my ring finger, so we'll see. I sort of added it on last minute, but now I don't really like how it looks, so we'll just have to cover it up with a lot of fun embellishments. Also, I just want to say that this is my 2nd time doing this, and I already like how the application is looking a lot better. So it is a little bit different than regular nail polish, and if you do decide to like jump in and try something like this, then don't get discouraged if the first time it turns out like a little bit weird. Just like anything else, it takes practice. Okay, so this is where things are gonna get really fun. We're gonna start going into the little embellishments, and I'm gonna do sort of more of a galactic theme. So one thing you'll need if you're gonna do stuff like this is a pot like this. This is the a rhinestone glue. It's basically really thick gel polish. I got this kit off Amazon. I'll link everything that I'm using down below. And it comes with these little brushes, which is super helpful. So this one's a little bit pointed, and I just use this to kind of scoop out and dab on the polish. I found that really useful. And then if you're going to get anything from this video and you're very much into detailed work or really bedazzling of any kind, this is gonna be your best friend. So this is like a little wax gemstone picker upper. So one side it's got just basically like a sharp little point and it kind of helps you move things around, and this side is just a big like wax tip, and you just like boop onto a gemstone and pick it up, and that way you're not fumbling with it with your fingers, but you can pick it up with this and then place it on your nail. So what you do is you sort of place the glue where you want the item to be. So for this finger, I'm sort of just doing a coat kind of all over the finger. And it's not the most even. It's gonna be a little thick and goopy. It's kind of hard to work with. I don't necessarily know if this is like the best kind of this type of product, but it did work for me, so we're using it again. Then you place whatever it is that you want on your nail. You just go ahead and place that down. We're gonna go back in here and we're gonna go into this guy, which has like these moons that look like this. So still moons, but just like a little bit smaller. So then with the thick gel, they say to go ahead and do another coat sort of around everything that you just went over, just to kind of like cement it in place. Alright, so now the little rhinestones are applied. I like them. It's still pretty simple. But the last thing we have to do is just apply a top coat, which is just like the base coat, and I just bake that 2 times through on the full cycle. So the same thing goes for the top coat. You really want to make sure you're not flooding the nails, but you do want to be a little bit more liberal with the top coat, especially if you're doing embellishments, because that just means that you'll lock everything into place a little bit better. And if you do use a top coat, it will clear up any of the patchiness that arises when you're using the rhinestone glue. So even if it's looking a little chunky after you use the glue and it's not completely smooth, that's totally fine. Once you put top coat on it, it's gonna look great. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for this video. Hopefully the nail footage works out. I'll insert a little clip here of how the nails turned out. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. Hopefully this was like a way to just like kind of step away from whatever you have going on, and maybe it inspired you to try doing your own at-home nail art. That would be awesome. Let me know if you like seeing more videos like this where it's like a little bit different than my typical makeup videos, because I'm happy to try new and different things. As always, I'm so happy that you guys clicked on this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you again very, very soon.